Hey, basketball fans, welcome back to Tips and Streams, your go-to spot for the hottest NBA regular season predictions. I'm Kokan, and I'm here to break down today's matchups and give you the edge you need to make the best bets. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. Your support means the world to us. Remember, our channel has no sponsors and relies solely on the love and support of viewers like you. Even a small donation by pressing the thanks button under the video helps us keep bringing you top-notch content every day. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and fellow basketball enthusiasts. And we love hearing from you, so drop a comment below and let us know what you want to see in our forecasts. Your feedback helps us improve and bring you the content you crave. Let's jump right into today's NBA predictions. We've got some exciting games lined up, so stay tuned and let's get that winning streak going. Today we have predictions for 4 NBA games. The first prediction for today is for a game between the Hornets and Miami Heat. All right, let's break this one down. We've got the Heat, who are really struggling right now, coming into this game with a 29-41 record and a brutal 10-game losing streak. It's not just the losses, but the way they've been playing that's really got me worried. Their defense, which used to be their identity, has been pretty awful lately. Over the last 10 games, they've been one of the worst defensive teams in the league, and offensively, they're dead last. Yeah, you read that right, dead last in offensive rating. They're just not quick game. They can't put the ball in the basket, and it's been a struggle to even break 100 points. Sure, Andrew Wiggins dropped 30 points last game, but Tyler Herro needs to step up and become the guy they're hoping for. But with Jimmy Butler out, it's been a rough go, and I'm not sure if anyone's stepping up to fill that leadership void. Then, there's the Hornets. They're no better off in the standings with their 18-52 record, but they've had their moments. Yeah, they got blown out by the Thunder, 141-106, which was ugly, but they beat the Knicks 115-98 right before that. LaMelo Ball's been looking good lately, and in that win over New York, he went off for 25 points, 8 assists, and 5 boards. Mark Williams is coming into his own, too. After his trade to the Lakers fell through, he's been solid in the rotation, coasting a double-double against the Knicks. Miles Bridges is doing his thing, too, chipping in with 15 points and 10 rebounds. They're not perfect, but they've shown they can compete when they're locked in. Now, when you look at how these teams match up, it's hard to ignore how bad the Heat's form has been. They've lost 11 of their last 12, and even when they've played at home, they've been struggling to cover the spread. The Hornets, while not exactly tearing it up, have been competitive in their recent matchups and have a solid record of covering as underdogs. Let's not forget that the Hornets beat the Heat just a couple of weeks ago by 3 points in Miami, so they've already shown they can hang with them. The Heat are just broken right now. Injuries to key players like Bam Adebayo and Herro don't help either. If you ask me, the Heat's confidence is shot. They've had so many double-digit leads slip away, and it seems like they've just completely lost their rhythm. In all honesty, I'm not thrilled about backing the Hornets, but I'm even less excited about putting my money on a Heat team that's been this bad. They've got more talent on paper, but talent doesn't win games if you can't execute, and that's been Miami's problem. The Hornets have been playing more consistently recently, and I think they'll keep it close in this one. The Heat might win, but they're not going to cover that 4-point spread. I'm rolling with the Hornets to cover. They've shown they can compete, and with the Heat looking so lost right now, I like the Hornets' chances to at least keep it close.
Welcome to BetUS, Sportsbook and Casino, your ultimate hub for secure and thrilling sports betting and casino gaming. BetUS is one of the oldest and most reliable online sportsbooks in the U.S., serving millions of clients all over the globe each month. BetUS, trusted for over 30 years, offers huge welcome bonuses, countless betting options, and many deposit and payout methods. Depositing funds is a breeze and safe, with a minimum deposit of just $10. Payouts are fast and hassle-free, beginning at only $50. Choose from various payout options like MoneyGram, couriered check, cryptocurrency, or bank wire. Signing up is quick and easy. For signing up, you can use the link in the description and enjoy a generous 125% welcome bonus of up to $3,000. By signing up using the link in the description, you'll also support us as we earn a small commission from your registration at BetUS. Thank you for supporting us. Join now and start winning.
The second prediction for today is for a game between the Boston Celtics and Portland Trail Blazers. This matchup between the Celtics and the Blazers is going to be an interesting one, especially with how both teams have been performing lately. The Celtics, the reigning champs, are on fire this season, sitting pretty with a 51-19 record. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have been absolutely dominant, making it tough for anyone to keep up with them. But the Celtics do have a little bit of uncertainty with both of them possibly sitting out this game due to injuries, which could shake things up. Even so, with the depth this team has, I wouldn't count them out just yet. As for Portland, they've been playing some surprisingly good ball recently. They've been riding a 4-game win streak, with their last victory over the Denver Nuggets a dominant 128-109 performance. The Blazers are still in that rebuilding phase, but they're seeing some bright spots, especially from young guys like Anthony Simons. DeAndre Ayton has been solid as well, giving Portland a presence in the middle. But even though they've been quicking lately, there's a big difference in the level of competition they've been facing compared to the Celtics, who are among the best in the league. Boston's been unstoppable lately, winning 9 of their last 10 games, and they know how to handle business against weaker teams. They've been on a tear, and when you combine that with their depth, guys like Derek White, Drew Holiday, and Al Horford, it's hard to see Portland keeping up for 4 quarters. Sure, the Blazers have managed to cover the spread in a few key home games, but the Celtics have been nearly unbeatable on the road, and they're proven to step up their game when playing against teams with a losing record. Portland definitely has some fight in them, but they have a tough task ahead. Without Jeremy Grant and with key guys like Simons listed as questionable, they might struggle to match up against Boston's weapons. The Celtics are just too deep, with the firepower to dominate on both sides of the ball. The Blazers will need a miracle to keep this one close, and while they've been known to surprise us when they get hot, the Celtics have a way of shutting down any team that's not on my level. When it comes down to it, Boston is simply the better team here. Even with a couple of key pieces potentially missing, their depth and talent across the board will likely make all the difference. I fully expect the Celtics to control this game from start to finish and cover the spread with ease. They've been doing it all season, and I don't see them slowing down now. Portland might have their moments, but in the end, Boston will take this one by a comfortable margin. So if you're placing a bet, I'd say go ahead and ride with the Celtics to win and cover. They're simply too good right now. Before we move on, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying the content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing might seem like a small action, but it actually makes a big impact for us. Plus, it's completely free for you. Have you clicked that subscribe button? Awesome, thank you so much for your support. Now let's dive back into the video. The third prediction for today is for a game between the Nuggets and Rockets. This game between the Rockets and the Nuggets is looking like a clear opportunity for Houston to continue their hot streak. The Rockets are absolutely rolling right now, riding a 9-game win streak, and they're sitting comfortably in the second spot in the West. On the flip side, the Nuggets are dealing with some serious injury problems, especially with Nikola Jokic still sidelined. Without him, Denver's offense has looked far less dangerous, and it's hard to see how they'll keep up with a team as well-rounded as the Rockets, especially without their other star, Jamal Murray. Even when they were healthy, the Nuggets' defense was always shaky, and now it's even worse with their 2 main offensive threats out of the picture. They're allowing 116.9 points per game this season, 24th in the league, and their offense, usually one of the highest scoring in the NBA, is seriously missing Jokic's play game. Without him orchestrating the offense, the Nuggets are going to have a tough time getting into any rhythm. Plus, their turnover problems, averaging 14.4 per game, could be a nightmare against a Houston defense that's been causing chaos lately. The Rockets rank in the top 10 for steals, and with Denver's offense likely to be a bit out of sync, I expect them to force a lot of turnovers and make life difficult for whoever is trying to run the show for Denver. Houston, meanwhile, is playing like a well-oiled machine. Their defense has been locking things down, ranking near the top of the league in points allowed, and they're turning that into easy offense. They're not lighting it up from deep or putting up crazy numbers, but they're efficient and know how to capitalize on their opponents' mistakes. The Rockets have been absolutely suffocating on that end of the floor, and with Denver's lack of firepower without Jokic, I'm expecting Houston to dominate defensively. Looking back at how these two teams have notched up recently, the Rockets have been in control. They beat the Nuggets by 20 points earlier this season and have won 4 out of the last 5 head-to-head meetings. So even with the Nuggets' full roster, Houston has proven they can take it to them, and with Jokic and Murray out, I just can't see Denver keeping up. At this point, with Denver limping into this game and Houston firing on all cylinders, it's hard to imagine the Rockets losing. They're the healthier, more consistent team right now, and they're going to make Denver pay for their injuries. Houston has the advantage on both ends of the floor, and I expect them to not only win, but cover the spread with ease. I'm all in on the Rockets to keep their momentum rolling. The fourth prediction for today is for a game between the Oklahoma City Thunder and Los Angeles Clippers. This one's going to be interesting, the Thunder versus the Clippers. The Thunder have been absolutely rolling, sitting on top of the West with a ridiculous 58-13 record. They've won 5 straight, and with guys like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander lighting it up every night, it's no surprise. He's been putting up numbers that are borderline video game level: 32.9 points, 6.3 assists, and 5.1 rebounds per game. The guy is a walking bucket. And it's not just him. You've got Jalen Williams and Logan Stewart, even if they're nursing injuries, still bringing value. Their defense is the best in the league, and they're always pressuring the ball and forcing turnovers. Combine that with one of the most efficient offenses in the NBA, and you've got a team that's just tough to beat. The Clippers, on the other hand, have been in solid form themselves. They've won 8 of their last 9, and although their lone loss in the stretch came to the Pelicans, they're still rolling with the 40-30 record. With players like Kawhi Leonard, Norman Powell, and James Harden, they've got the firepower to compete with any team. Leonard is back to playing like his old self after dealing with injuries, and Powell's been a straight-up scorer, putting up 23 points a game. Defensively, the Clippers are no slouches either, ranking 4th in the league in points allowed per 100 possessions. They've been tough to beat at home, boasting a 25-10 record. But don't forget, the Thunder already took care of business against the Clippers this season, so they'll have their hands full. When these teams met earlier in the year, the Thunder showed just how dangerous their defense can be. The Clippers came out strong, but in the second half, OKC just shut them down. Gilgeous-Alexander put on a show, dropping 25 points on his old squad, and despite dealing with a few injuries, the Thunder still got the win. The Clippers had a chance, but their 23 turnovers were killer. You can't afford to make that many mistakes against a team like the Thunder. Even with a decent performance from LA, they couldn't close it out, and the Thunder capitalized. This game is going to come down to which team can take control. The Thunder need Gilgeous-Alexander to keep putting up those monster numbers and keep the defense smothering the Clippers' shooters. The Clippers, though, have to clean up those turnovers. If they can cut down on the mistakes and get the ball in the hands of their top guys, they've got a shot. They've got the home court advantage, and right now, they're playing with a lot of confidence, but the Thunder are just on another level. Honestly, I think the Thunder will get the win again. They've been the most consistent team all season, even with the injury concerns, and with their depth, I think they'll pull through. Still, the Clippers have been playing some of their best basketball lately, and they're tough at home. I wouldn't be shocked if they covered the spread in this one, and honestly, I'm leaning towards them maybe even getting the win. With their defense locking in and their stars showing up, I think the Clippers have enough to give Defender a serious challenge. It's going to be a close one, but I've got the Clippers covering and possibly sneaking out with a win.